Hello guys, welcome back to another video of React Native tutorial. So in this video we are basically going to discuss about the variable scope in JavaScript. So basically JavaScript there are two types of scopes. One is global scope and the another is local scope. So what is global scope? Scope outside the outermost function attached to the window is known as the global scope. And what is the local scope? The local scope is basically inside the function is being executed. So first of all, we have to do some examples, then we will understand. So basically, in last lectures, we have write our JavaScript code by right clicking and inspect in browser and go to console. So here we can write our all the JavaScript code. So you can write it in our favorite text editor also. So I've used Sublime Text. You are basically download Sublime Text from you can directly search on Google, download Sublime Text 3 and go to the first link, and here is the download files for Mac, Windows and Linux. For all the operating system you can download it from here. For Windows it will give you a window installer file, and by double clicking you will install that file. That is quite easy. So we have installed and we have opened the Sublime Text. So we have to create a new folder for keep separating our files. So I name that JS, and for adding this folder to the project you can directly drag and drop this folder to the window of Sublime Text, and by right clicking you can add new file. So I am adding the first file and saving as main.html, and you can you can think that this showing HTML over there, so this will pretend the language of this file. If in case you are in your Sublime Text here is showing plain text, you can change it by clicking over it from any other language. So first of all we have to make a HTML file, and then we have to link our JavaScript file to that HTML file. So we have create a file and save with the .html extension. So this is an HTML file. So first of all we need to write basic HTML code. So this, so there is a shortcut over there. So you have to write HTML, then press Ctrl and spacebar with same time, so you can get this code snippets, and then go to the folder and create new file uh, named as main.js. So basically these two files are created in same directory, so we can link this file. Make sure these two files are in same directory so you can link it. So go and type script, and here you can pass the source is basically your file name, so main.js. Okay, and from here you can first of all check by print some alert. So when we open this file into browser it will give me that this alert. So our external JS file is successfully linked with this HTML file, so we can write out all the JavaScript code over there. So we are basically talking about the variable scope. So First of all, we have to take an example. In this example, we have a global variable defined in the first line in global scope. Then we have a local variable defined inside the function. So first of all, we have to create a variable. Let uh, global value is equal to this is global, and then we have to create a function with the name of fun, and cross this parenthesis, and here we can create another variable which is local for this function. So local val, this is local where, and this is global where. So we have to create two variables, and if I have to print from here, we are going to use alerts along the console log statements. So if we alert uh, first of all the global variable, so global val, and then we alert the local value. Okay, so now we are going to refresh this file. Okay, 1 second. We have to call this function first for showing the output. So now we have to go and refresh this file. This is first showing the global variable in the alert box, and then it's showing the local variable in the alert box. So when we execute this function, the output show that both the variable global as well as local variable are accessible inside the function. As we are able to alert them, they show that inside the function we have the access to both global and local variable. Mm, and now let's move to the another example. uh, it's an extension of this example. So what happened when we cut out these alerts from here and paste it after the function call? So we have to go and run it again. So first it will print the global variable, then it will print the local variable according to the code snippets. Then it first show the global variable is there, then it's not showing the local variable. So we are still able to see the value of global variable, but the local variable throws an error, which you can see over there if we refresh this file. First global variable show, and then if we inspect it, go to the logs. This is a uncatch reference error for local variable defined at main.js line number 9. So over here, so this generate error. So basically this proves that the local variable is basically accessible inside the function only. Whenever we declare a variable, always use prefix let, that over here and over here. If you won't use the let keyword, then the variable are by default created as global scope, in global scope, sorry. So let's do it for this one. If this is a global variable, then we will keep this as same. And now I have removed this let keyword. So and now I have run this, so this variable now is in global scope because we don't use any prefix in front of that. So this is in global scope. So hopefully these two alerts are going to show. And now we refresh. This is a global variable, and now this is the local variable. And if you inspect that, now this error will be gone because now this variable is a global variable. We are now able we are now able to alert the local variable as well because the local variable was created in global scope. We miss the keyword let while declaring it. What happened really is that we don't use the let keyword in JavaScript. First search the local variable in local scope, then in global scope. As there was no existing global variable by that name, so it create a global variable over there. So if you are preparing for an interview, there is an very important question over there. The global variable as well as local variable has same name, so we can do first, then we will see. So we have created a global variable, and now we will created a global variable and local variable with the same name. Now we can call the fun and comment out this. So this will going to show some alert over there. So we will run it and see which variable is going to print in the alert box. So run it. So the global variable running over there. So this variable is now printing. So we have declared a local variable as a global variable. What matter here? The scope, which we are accessing it, where we are accessing the global variable. So global scope, we are accessing global scope. mm, it will output the global variable as local variable is not present in that scope. And if we move the alert inside the function both the variable are accessible, global variable as well as local variable. But when we alert the variable, firstly JavaScript tries to find it in local variable local scope, then it will find in the global scope. So what if we want to access the variable inside the local one here? Well, the window object come to the role. All the global variables are attached to the window object, thus we can access the global variable. So if you want to print this alert over here, so now it will going to show you the local variable in the alert box. Okay, and if we have access of this variable from here, then we have to do window object window dot global variable. So now you can access this variable from this file. This is all about the scope of the variable scope in JavaScript. If you like this video, hit the like button share, comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.